Hello everybody, I'm going to show you guys how to make the most fabulous and the most delicious Polish stuffed cabbage balls. And as you see, I have them shaped into balls. And I'm going to show you how to do that using a cheesecloth. If you don't have a cheesecloth, you can use saran wrap. This is perfect for the spring and summertime if you want something that's light and healthy, as these are stuffed with chicken and turkey. I urge you guys to please subscribe to my channel, and when you hit that bell, please hit all notifications. You'll be able to find all of the ingredients you'll need for today's recipe demonstration throughout the video. Please share my video, please hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment. So I'm going to begin by putting my pan here on medium-high heat. And in case any of you are wondering, I'm using the concentric two-piece, the 11-inch ones by Tuxton. So I'm going to put in my butter, and in the meantime I'm going to just do a quick little dice of my onion. Now I'm using a white onion. If you want to use a yellow onion or a Valdea onion or red onion, I mean, choice is up to you. Yeah. Totally up to you. If you don't like onions, of course you can leave it out. So I'm going to add my onion to my hot butter here. Give it a swirl. Turn the heat down to medium. So I sauteed my onions for just about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just to kind of get them to be translucent. So I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm going to transfer my onions to a bowl to allow them to cool completely. So now I'm going to show you guys how to throw together the filling. So here I'm going to add to my bowl, I have here ground chicken, ground turkey. I'm gonna beat 1 egg. Now this will roughly serve about 5 people. If you need to double it, of course, feel free. So add the eggs. And to this I have here some salt. This is kosher salt. I also have coarsely ground black pepper. I'm going to also throw in some garlic. I just use pre-minced garlic. Just makes life easier, especially if you just need to throw this meal together quickly. I'm going to also shake in just a couple of shakes of Worcestershire sauce. About 1.5 teaspoons or so. I just eyeball it. But for those who need measurements, it will come up in the screen, of course. And then I'm going to add my breadcrumbs. It may seem like a lot of breadcrumbs, but I also have here some chicken stock. Typically milk is used, but I'm going to leave the milk out and just use chicken stock in place. It's also perfect if you need your milk to be parve. So I'm going to mix everything together here. I'm just going to use my spatula to kind of get me started first. And then I'm going to use my fingers to just kind of whip everything together here. Now if you don't want to use ground turkey, if you want to use ground beef, if you use half and half, like if you want to use veal and pork instead, just make sure you're using the leanest cuts of your meat, the leanest grounds possible. If you're not grinding your own milk, if you're not grinding your own meat, then definitely make sure you're using the leanest parts that you can find, the leanest ground. Okay, so that's it. That's it, that part. I'm gonna get my hands a rinse. So I want to show you that I have cheesecloth, and I have a 1 cup, 2 cup measuring bowl. This is going to use to help me form the cabbage rolls. So I'm going to lay my cheesecloth over the top of my bowl. And then I have here a head of cabbage that I threw in my freezer. I just cut the bottom to remove the stalk. And I put it in the freezer because, as you see, it wilts it, so we don't have to worry about boiling any cabbage. So I just peeled the leaves. I took it out the freezer, let it thaw. So I'm going to peel the leaves off. Like I said, I cut off the bottom here so I can be able to peel the cabbage easier. So I'm going to just take 2 leaves and overlap them. Oops, let me fix my little. Okay. Make sure you do it with the cheesecloth hanging over the bowl. So I'm going to wrap our leaves here. If you have any thin, stalky parts of the leaf, you can just kind of rip that out. It's easy to do. So I have a 4-ounce measuring cup. This is 8 ounces. This is a 4-ounce measuring cup. This is a 1/2 cup. I'm going to just fill this up. So that way I know this is exactly 4 ounces of the filling. Okay. So I'm going to just place my filling in the middle. Now I'm going to use the cheesecloth to assist me. I'm going to just pick it up. I'm going to pull the cheesecloth really tightly, being careful not to rip the leaves. Okay. I'm going to kind of tuck all this middle portion inward towards the center, and then I'm going to grab my cheesecloth again, just pull it, and then I'm going to twist it. Making sure I'm not twisting the leaves in with that twist. But just a twist. And I'm going to use my hands to kind of maneuver this, shape, to manipulate it into a ball. Okay. So we have that shaped into a beautiful ball. Now I'm going to open it up. You have the seam side. We're going to just flip it, and we have a perfect cabbage ball. And I'm going to place this onto my little, I'm going to have a plate here that I have on the side that I'm going to just place it on. Just so I can just temporarily hold them in place. Okay. So just do all your cabbage balls the same way. I'm going to just keep working until I run out of cabbage here. I don't need very many. And whatever filling I have left over, I can freeze it, and I can use it for like a chicken meatloaf or whatever the case may be, or chicken turkey meatballs. But so I'm going to go ahead and continue working. So I finished rolling all my cabbage, and you see here they're nice and beautiful. Huge shout out to Eileen Riker. Thank you so much for my beautiful plates. I really appreciate you for ordering them from my Amazon wish list. So I have my stock over here that I brought to a boil, and I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to carefully place the cabbage rolls into the pan. You just need it to be enough to kind of come up to the sides a little bit. So I turn off the heat, or you can remove the pan from the heat, just so that boiling doesn't make the bottoms come loose as I'm placing them into the pan. So I'm going to turn my heat back on to boil. Turn back on the high. I'm going to bring this to a boil. So this is beginning to come back into a boil. I don't want it to boil vigorously, but it's beginning to boil. I just want to kind of start the process of everything heating up. So as it's beginning to boil, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my heat. I'm going to cover my pan. I don't have an 11-inch lid for my pan, so I'm going to just use some foil. And I'm going to just stick this into my 350-degree oven, and I'm going to let this bake for about 45 minutes, or until the internal temp reaches 160 to 165. So we'll be back. So I'm going to begin in my skillet here. And I have some marinara sauce. You can use tomato sauce. I just prefer to use marinara. And then we're just going to pour that in the bottom. And you can use as little or as much as you want. I'm only doing a little bit because I'm just doing one serving. Let me grab a spatula here to let's turn the heat down to medium. Turn it to low. So scrape all that marinara sauce out. And then I have my serving platter in the oven. It's just warming up at 200 degrees. I want to have the platter hot, so that way the food can stay warm, because have the air conditioner on. So just want to heat that marinara. So I'm going to turn that off the heat. I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate up everything. It's quite simple. I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar to my marinara, just to cut the acidity. You don't have to, per se. But just a little bit, because it cuts the acidity, and if you have acid reflux, it's really great for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and plate this up. We're just going to pour my marinara here on the bottom of my plate. Just enough so I can coat the bottom of the plate. I'm going to spread that out. Just trying to keep the entire plate clean here. A lighter cabbage. Give it a little bit of shake of black pepper on top. I know there's plenty of salt because I've drizzled some of that stock over the top. Plus all the salt from the inside of the filling really flavors the outside. Here's my beautiful stuffed cabbage balls. The inside is perfect, as you see here. I just love the fact that this is turkey and chicken. This is perfect. This is healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed today's recipe, and if you want to see more delicious and simple recipes like this. I also garnish the top with parsley. I forgot to mention that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Trying to keep it all together. I might serve this later with some jasmine rice, because I'm in the South and we serve just about everything with rice except for pancakes. So look at the beautiful inside. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flavors. It's absolutely simple to make it. It's nice and earthy. It's simple to make. It's perfect. You serve this as a lunch or as a main course, along with maybe some potatoes and roasted potatoes and carrots, or maybe some sauteed greens. It's absolutely delicious. Guys, please give this recipe a go. The inside of this is very moist, juicy. It's not dry at all. Filling's perfect. You can really taste all those onions. And also, finally, the cabbage. It's very tender. It's still holding its shape, but it's very tender. And we save time by not boiling all that cabbage. Delicious. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for supporting. Please stop by and check out my recent videos. I've uploaded cube steak with gravy. I uploaded a pan-seared turkey chops, as well as a shrimp salad. I mean, I've been uploading a lot of videos, so you guys may have missed some of my uploads. And please browse my channel and check out the content that I have there as well. I really appreciate all of you. Please remember to live and be well, and let's come together. Let's love each other. Let's spread positive energy, and let's do what we can to end hatred and discrimination. Till next time.